All right, hello. You guys have a project. It's our culminating project for this unit, Collection 5, entitled A Matter of Life or Death. Now, this is going to combine Google Slideshow and Screencastify to create a PSA. PSA stands for Public Service Announcement. You are going to be informing your classmates and me about a specific war or conflict. So first you have to actually sign up for one. You cannot duplicate what is already being chosen in your class hour. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at a sample of 5th hour and see what they've signed up for. These Google Sheets will be posted or are posted right now as materials in the classwork tab. So you're going to have to make sure that you go ahead and find your correct hour, click on it, and your name, go ahead and find it, and then you're going to have to go ahead and pick your choice of topic. So if you see Alyssa right here, she picked the War of 1812. Destiny picked race riots of the 60s in the United States. Ashton picked the Boxer Rebellion in China, and Devin Hodge picked the annexation of Crimea. And it just keeps going. Now, please note that these are all fictitious. These are my 10th graders. They are not doing this project. They already did this project. But this is just them volunteering to be tribute in my how-to video. So you're going to have to find your name and put yours in there. Please note that you once somebody has it, they have it. Please do not delete them. I'm able to look at the history and see what happened. So if you're taking people's names out and putting your own in, not cool. Probably going to deduct some points for that. So let's take a look at this. Sign up to report on a war or conflict. You did that through Google Spreadsheet. And then you're going to have to pick at least 3 images from that war or conflict. So you need to be choosy in which images you want, because these all have to be answered. If you cannot answer these questions, you're probably going to have to go pick a different conflict. If you cannot find images that help answer these questions, you pick something different. So you might be changing your topic a couple of times. What I would suggest is that you look at these questions first and then make a decision on what you want to present about. So who was the war or the conflict with? Pretty simple. Has it ended or is it ongoing? We have, for some wars, a very decisive end date. For certain conflicts, they're still going. So take a look at that. And then the last part is all about the pictures. Describe the effects of war or conflict seen in the pictures. So how is it affecting the people, the land, the buildings, the economy, the society? Based on what we've seen, what can we deduce or what can we gather is taking place in this area? How is war or conflict affecting? So if we're using climate change, and we're taking a look at California right now, which is, hundreds of square miles are burning, how is that affecting the people, the land, the buildings, the economy, the society? Keep that in mind. And then the next one is, where's the fight for survival seen? You have to pick a picture that will lend itself to an answer. If I'm, going with, World War II and people are running away from a building that is crumbling, you're saying in that picture those people are running for their lives so they are not caught in the blast or the rubble of a building that is coming down. How does this relate to our theme of a matter of life or death? All of the pieces that we have read, from the poem to our piece of Night and to the leap, they're all talking about survival. How do people survive? So I want to know, is life being shown in these images? Is death being shown in these images? Where is there a struggle where people are trying to avoid death and embrace life? So keep that in mind as we go through. All right, so let's take a look at the rubric for this project. You are going to be judged on 5 different categories: content, how well you prepared, your speaking ability, your ability to stay on topic, and technical production. So you're going to want to make sure that you are paying attention to the 4s. So for content, in order to get a 4, students create an original, accurate, and interesting PSA that adequately addresses the topic, whatever war or conflict you chose. Shows a full understanding of the topic that goes above and beyond the requirements. And when I say shows a full understanding, I mean in regards to the questions that you're answering right up here. I don't need a history lesson on all of these wars. That can't happen because you're going to be recording this with Screencastify, and Screencastify only allows you to record for 5 minutes. Your entire project needs to be 5 minutes long at most. So now is not the time to tell me how it started, how, all of the different battles involved. I don't, the casualties, unless it relates to the images that you're showing me, and answering the questions that are above. The questions above are the only questions that I'm going to be looking for the answers about. So, preparedness student is completely prepared and has obviously rehearsed. Presentation is engaging and involves the audience. Perhaps you ask a rhetorical question to your audience, which is your fellow students and myself. Speaks clearly and distinctly all the time, and mispronounces no words. If you get a 3, it's because you mispronounced one word. If you get a 2, it's because you didn't speak clearly all the time, or at least 95% of the time, and you mispronounced one word. And then a 1, you were mumbling or mispronounced quite a few words. Staying on topic all the time. I've had some students go off on tangents in regards to this. So please stay focused and look at your images and the questions that you have to answer about those images. And then technical production. Tone and voice convey emotions and enthusiasm. Not necessarily enthusiasm for like a war or conflict, but at least some kind of inflection to show that you're not just going to speak like a robot. So the recording is clear and loud enough to be heard. Background sounds and effects blend with the PSA's message. So here's the problem that I've had before. People have recorded themselves in the cafeteria. They've recorded themselves during RAM. They've recorded themselves with brothers and sisters around. They've recorded themselves with pets. They've recorded themselves on the front porch with cars going by. You need to find yourself a nice quiet spot and record so that the background noise is not infiltrating your project and distracting us. So that's what I mean when it comes to technical production. Not only that, but then also being able to post this video and get it to me, without serious issues. Some people decide they don't want to do Screencastify. They want to do this through iMovie on their phone, and that's fine. The only problem is they have a hard time sending it to me. I've had some people put it in iMovie on their phone and then post it to YouTube and send me the YouTube link. That's totally fine. I've had some people put it on Screencastify, push it to YouTube, and then send me the YouTube link. That's totally fine. But it's your responsibility to get me the video. The easiest way to do that is through Screencastify and then sharing it with me. And we'll talk about how I need to be given that Screencastify. Some resources down here if you are trying to figure out what war or conflict that you are wanting to promote. You're going to have to go ahead. Here's 4 links. If you already know what you want, first come, first serve when it comes to that sign-up sheet. So make that a priority, okay? Email me if you have any questions.
Screencastify is a really simple way to record screencasts from right within your Chrome browser. Once you've installed our extension, click our icon and choose whether you want to record your browser tab, entire desktop, or just your webcam. Turn on your microphone if you want to narrate over your recording, and choose if you want to embed your webcam to add a personal touch. Once you're ready, click record and lights, camera, action. Spice up your screencast with our annotation tools. For example, shine a spotlight on your mouse to direct your viewer's eye, or draw on your recording with our pen tool. You can toggle your webcam on and off during a recording and change the location, size, and shape of your webcam. Once you're finished, click our icon again and click the stop button. Your video will automatically save to your Google Drive. Then, you can rename your recording and share it either by grabbing the Google Drive link or by publishing your video directly to YouTube. Our premium subscribers can crop and trim their videos, as well as export them as an MP4 or animated GIF. Thanks for watching and enjoy creating awesome videos with Screencastify.